Jack is an unassuming guy, an average white, straight man who enjoys the simple pleasures in life. He's a Christian, loves his traditional family setup, and adores his wife, Mary. He's come to O'Malley's pub for a quiet drink, unaware that tonight, the pub is a minefield of politically correct crusaders. Jack steps into the warm, familiar atmosphere of O'Malley's pub. He nods to the bartender, Sam, and takes his usual seat at the bar. "Hey Sam, just the usual," Jack says, easing onto the bar stool. "Coming right up, Jack." "How's it going?" Sam asks as he prepares Jack's favorite beer. Same old, same old. Just finished reading this interesting article about recycling. Thought it had some good tips on reducing our carbon footprint," Jack replies. "Sounds reasonable enough." Sam agrees, sliding the beer over to Jack. Jack takes a sip, enjoying the brief moment of peace. However, a group of patrons at the next table are engaged in a loud, heated discussion. Jack can't help but overhear. Meet Karen, the militant vegan, Chad, the self-proclaimed feminist, Lisa, the die-hard Democrat supporter, and Bob, the overzealous activist. Karen notices Jack and directs her attention to him. "Hey, you over there. Do you even care about the environment? Do you recycle?" Jack smiles politely. "Of course, I try to do my bit." Karen scoffs. Try? Do you compost? Avoid plastics? Buy only organic?" Jack, taken aback, replies, "I recycle and try to use less plastic." Chad interrupts. "Men always think they're doing enough. You're just making excuses. You're part of the problem, bro." Jack tries to stay calm. "I do what I can within my means. Isn't that better than nothing?" Lisa rolls her eyes. "That's such a privileged thing to say. Do you even support the Democrats' climate plan?" Jack, starting to feel cornered, answers, "I think any plan to help the environment is worth considering." Bob butts in. "But do you support abortion rights and LGBTQ+ rights? If not, you're basically a piece of shit." Jack sighs. "I believe in people's rights to choose and love who they want. Can we just talk about something normal, like sports?" Karen suspiciously asks. "Sports? Oh great, another toxic masculinity fan. Let me guess, you love football for the violence?" Jack, trying to defuse the situation, says, "Actually, I prefer baseball. It's more about strategy and patience." Chad mocks. "Baseball? How can you support a sport with such a racist history? So typical of red pill idiots." Jack, confused, replies, "Red pill? I just like watching the game." Lisa, offended, exclaims, "Ugh, you sound like such a Trump supporter trying to play it cool. Just admit it, asshole." Jack, exasperated, states, "I'm not a Trump supporter. I just want to have a conversation without everything turning into a political debate." Bob accuses, "Yeah, right, that's what all Trumpers say. You can't fool us." Jack desperately says, "Look, I just came here to have a beer and relax. I didn't mean to start a debate." Karen smirks. "That's exactly what someone with a lot of hidden biases would say." Chad leans in. "Why don't you just own up to your privilege? It's not that hard, man." Lisa nods vigorously. "Yeah, it's people like you who are ruining everything for the rest of us. Can't you see that?" Jack, sighing heavily, pleads, "Can we please talk about something else? How about the weather?" Bob rolls his eyes. "Oh, the weather? Classic deflection. What's next? Small talk about your dog." Jack, trying to stay patient, replies, "Actually, I don't have a dog. But fine, let's talk about something important. How about the economy?" Karen laughs sarcastically. "The economy? Like you even understand what's going on. Do you know how many people are struggling because of the policies you support?" Jack, confused, asks, "What policies? I never said I supported any specific policies." Chad waves his hand dismissively. "You don't have to. It's obvious by the way you talk. You're one of those I'm not political guys who ends up voting for the worst candidates." Lisa angrily says, "Yeah, you probably didn't even vote for the Democrats, did you?" Jack, frustrated, answers, I actually didn't vote in the last election because I didn't like any of the candidates. Bob explodes. See? That's the problem. People like you sitting on the fence while the world goes to shit. Jack, defensive, states, I have the right to choose not to vote if I don't believe in the options. Karen mocks. Oh, so you just don't care about the future of our country? Real nice. Sam comes over with Jack's beer. Here you go, Jack. Looks like you've walked into quite the shitstorm. Jack sighs with relief. Thanks, Sam. I just wanted to talk about recycling. Karen softens a bit. Okay, maybe we overreacted. It's just that people usually don't care about the important stuff. Jack nods. I get that. And I do care. But we should be able to talk without assuming the worst about each other. Chad, nodding, says, Fair point. Sorry if we came off like assholes. Lisa, grudgingly, adds, Yeah, sorry. It's been a rough day. Bob laughs. Yeah, we can be intense. Our bad. Jack smiles. No worries. How about we start over? Anyone catch the game last night? Karen, surprised, replies, You know, I actually did. And I have to admit, it was pretty interesting. Chad laughs. Yeah, even I watched a bit. It's a nice distraction sometimes. Lisa, relaxing, says, Okay, fine. Let's talk sports. Just don't expect me to know much. Jack grins. That's okay. Sometimes, it's just about enjoying the game. As the conversation shifts to lighter topics, the politically correct gang starts to realize they might have judged Jack too harshly. Suddenly, they find themselves unable to speak. Their mouths open and close soundlessly as if the words are caught in their throats. Then, in a bizarre twist, flames shoot out of their behinds. The pub erupts in a mix of laughter and gasps as Karen, Chad, Lisa, and Bob disappear in a puff of smoke. Jack, now surrounded by the comforting sounds of normal pub chatter, raises his glass to Sam. Cheers, Sam. Now this is what I call a relaxing evening. He takes a long sip of his beer, finally enjoying the peace and quiet.